Part 2, Aquarium. As you browse through the file marked classified on the terminal, you and Lucia exchange a glance before signaling to Hassan that you finished reading. You find pretty much everything in there. There's no difference, I'm just saying. Alright. 3 rescue teams have vanished one after another at the Copperfield Aquarium, and there's been no word from them since. Copperfield Aquarium. Copperfield Aquarium. The name lingers in your mind, unfamiliar, yet hauntingly resonant, as the inexplicable sense of deja vu rises. Oh my goodness. Nearby, the discussion in the conference room continues. Search and rescue missions don't usually get rated this high risk. Is there something dangerous inside the aquarium that can't be officially disclosed in a file? Among the missing teams, 2 of them were on par with elite squads. Lucia's gaze sharpens. The significance of 2 elite squads alone speaks volumes. I see. Does intelligence analysis suggest any ascendant's involvement? I wish that was the full extent of it. We suspect that even the force behind the ascendants might be. Kelly? Sorry, my mind drifts off for a second. It's okay. This should be your off-duty time, but this mission on Copperfield Aquarium can't really wait. Copperfield Aquarium. The curtains swell of the red tide drifts once more across your sight. A hazy veil through which 2 silhouettes emerge like fragments spliced from old film reels, surfacing in slow motion before fading away. The Copperfield Aquarium. The one with all the bionic exhibits? Yeah, have you heard much about it? After Babylonia left Earth, that place should have been left abandoned, but given it was a prominent Copperfield family asset, our archives likely still have visual records of it. I haven't really looked into it, but I feel like Bianca's not missing, so I'm just gonna guess Chico. Is Chico one of the missing teams? A rather baseless question was unchecked. That's just silence. How did you know? Nicola. The mission briefing only mentioned rescue teams, and we haven't said a thing about the purifying force so far. Where did you get this information? I feel like they're not gonna believe me if we say that shit, but like... You detect the sharp edge of interrogation in Nicola's words at once. Are you doubting me? The Purifying Force receives missions only through secure, specialized channels. Their movements are untraceable by design. That's need to know intel. Highest clearance. So, how did you know the Purifying Force went to the aquarium? I'm not doubting you, but we need to understand what's happening. I saw it. I saw shadows. You saw it? I also saw some other information. Tell us about it. Hassan and Nicola exchanged a glance. I don't want to talk about her. Okay, I'm going to talk about Bianca in an unfamiliar frame. I saw Bianca in a new frame called Stigmata. Oh my god, the throwback. She fell into the red tide at the aquarium. And the scent I used to see was to avoid Babylonia's satellite surveillance. Let the red tide into the aquarium. And then, the blurry images freeze on grotesque heterosapien limbs. No matter how hard you stare, the red tide's illusion obscures what lies beyond. You saw shadows. I can't accept vague explanations like that. Or maybe, Nicole's gaze now clearly carries a scrutinizing edge. I know, Nicola's way too... Relax, Nicola. You and I both know that Grey Ribbon Commandant is the last person to be doubted. Hassan placed his hand on Nicola's shoulder. His words steady and deliberate. Okay. Nicola gives a faint nod and settles back into his chair, seemingly trying to gather his thoughts. Maybe it's because of the time prison. After experiencing such hallucinations, We had discussed this situation with Asimov. Simple deja vu fails to explain these intricate cause and effect visions, while dismissing them as mere fabricated memories doesn't account for their startling level of detail. No, it can't possibly be a mind beacon problem. I checked your mind beacon every way I can, and more than once. There are no issues whatsoever. Given your experiences, I suspect the answer lies in the time prison. You mean, I haven't been through the same events as you, but from what you've described, this time prison sounds like a distorted timeline. Remember when you used the white noise device to connect with Selena inside the time prison? In that time, your mind beacon was fully exposed to an abnormal time. That might explain the deja vu you've been experiencing at certain times. Those visions could be fragments from such abnormal timelines. Is that so? I'm not sure. Humanity's understanding of the universe is still incomplete. We are all seekers on this journey. Yeah, that's true. This is just one possible answer I can derive from the current circumstances. Have your visions given you any more details? Like the descendants' movements, or even rough locations of Bianca and Chico? I tried, but I couldn't make out any clear details. I feel like, I don't know, the first one makes more sense, and the second one, I think it does, but, doesn't sound right. I don't know. So we're just gonna go with the first one. After exchanging another glance with Nicola, Hassan ponders for a moment. The mission goes ahead as planned. As for the specifics, we'll reevaluate once we're factored in the intel you've given us and figure out if we need to send in more people. And keep this under wraps. Don't breathe a word of it to anyone else. Understood. The conference room door softly clicked shut from the outside. Silence settles back into the room. After a moment, Nicola speaks. I'm deploying a covert team to investigate the purifying force thoroughly. As for Chrono, we need to move immediately to assess any potential intel leaks. Bianca only switched to the new frame just before landing, as Sigmata was developed under Chrono's tightest security protocols. If there was a breach, we need to trace every possible factor and ensure it never happens again. But if it's not, time prison visions, as it may provide a physical explanation of what Kelly has been seeing. But until we have the data verified, I'll remain skeptical. For that to happen at this particular moment, I can't help but question whether there's more to it. I understand your concerns, but our primary objective is still the same. We need to extract Bianca quickly and figure out exactly what happened at the aquarium. The Grey Raven Commander has extensive field experience. While these are just theories at this stage, if they become reality, whether it's a full-scale red tide influx or some ascendant engineering these heterosapien creatures, either scenario will be far more difficult to control. Nico falls into silence but accepts Hassan's judgment without protest. Which elite squads do we still have stationed in Babylonia? Dark Ares, but I still don't recommend deploying them for now. Cerberus is on a surface patrol mission and hasn't returned. There's also Strike Clock, maybe? Following Hassan and Nicholas' reassessment, the mission's threat level has been updated, prompting adjustments to gear and provisions. As it organizes the combat supplies, we sift through the mission reports from the last 3 operations. Commander, oh my love, Lee? I'm applying to join you on the service mission. You prove it first, then I'll go talk to Sulika about it. First or second. But Hyperreal, I was going through your mission files and suddenly found out that your mission ratings have been adjusted. I'm gonna say, that's not a big deal. We'll come back safely. I heard that promise too many times before, but it's rarely kept. Oh, please. Oh my god, I know this angst was... I should be going with you. Doesn't Hyperreal's adjustment require your input at all times? I'll be extra careful. I still think... Brief chime from the terminal interrupts your conversation. cousin has sent some extra video footage. Lee? Lee, are you there? Asimo is looking for you. Just remember, safety first, no exceptions, and keep your comms open all the time. I love you. Oh. No problem. The call drops, and Lee's image vanishes from the terminal screen. Liv can't join us this time either. What? Where is she? Liv's new friend is also in the research cycle. Oh my gosh, so yeah, that is Liv. She was already, sneak peek. Obviously, if you've seen the Chinese, program with the sneak peeks at the upcoming frames. So I'm just gonna pray and hope that Liv, if obviously with everything that Gray Raven, they always, I don't know anymore. I'm just gonna pray. So I'm gonna guess Lee is actually next after Liv. So, which I don't know how long that's gonna take before he gets a new frame. So, anyway. The Imperial frame has always been a work in progress. Ever since Liv got back to Babylonia, the Science Council has been wanting to revamp it, which means Liv has to be available to help them out constantly. The second one? I'm just going first. A new frame. I guess that's good news. At least. Yeah, these are all good things. Everything will be fine eventually. That's right. It's a notice for the transport aircraft. Some mission supplies just got delivered straight to the plane. You need to go check the inventory as soon as possible. I don't know what that means for. At this hour, most of Babylonian soldiers and staff were tied up at their post, leaving the corridor leading to the transport aircraft pretty empty. Just as you are about to pocket your terminal and head for the landing pad, and tries again, a message from Nicola with intel from the 3rd Rescue Team. This frame. Bianca? Bianca shows up on camera, wearing a dark frame that you find both strange and oddly familiar. Our primary objective is to confirm the survival status of the 1st and 2nd Rescue Teams, and locate Chico, the vice captain of the purifying force who went missing at the aquarium. We made it to the designated position. Below us is the Copperfield Aquarium. She shifts slightly, revealing a leaden gray ocean behind her that looks like a liquid graveyard, weighing heavily on the Earth's surface. Your own heartbeat drums in your ears as the shadow takes shape at the ocean's edge. Oh no. Oh gosh, chaos. Wait, no, not chaos. Is that chaos? Like, don't you? Oh my god, why am I forgetting her name? I'm guessing it's chaos? A pale girl commands the center of vision, her silent presence drawing your gaze upward beyond the sea's horizon. That's... Suddenly, the silhouette of a female construct materializes right before you. Bianca. Commandant Kelly? I'm not at the aquarium. Ugh. Is this visual distortion for the mind deviation? Can you hear me? What's your situation right now? Nothing. She's completely unresponsive. Like she can't hear a word we're saying. Careful. Tropical fish. Red tide at the aquarium. Just like that, Bianca's image flickers a few times and then she's gone. What just happened? Who are you now? The red-eyed girl just stands there, silent, her finger pointing to the distance. What's over there? There, you witness the red tide surge backward into the ocean as a huge humanoid shadow starts to slowly return to the water. It's chanting a dirge, a sound as crushing as a tsunami. A jolt of cold sweat runs down your back as Babylonia's harsh, artificial sunlight snaps you out of that vision. That is the lost remains of the hetero-humanoid twins. Oh god, not that one. It's anyone to guess how the Ascendants managed to snatch the barely surviving twins, but with samples in hand, breeding new monsters clear your breeze for them. Bianca's fragmented words still echo in your mind. The aquarium, the red tide, hetero creatures. Before you can make sense of it, a sharp buzz from your terminal jolts you back to the present. Your transport is leaving soon. There's no time left. Your brain feels thick, like a waterlogged sponge, as you fight against this intense feeling of deja vu. My god, I'm really not liking this. I feel like this is gonna be definitely more painful. Is this the medicine you need? That's right. Thank you. Consciousness creeps back into your body. Muffled voices and nearby people drift into your awareness. Lucia. Commandant! You're awake! When your consciousness finally returns, you find yourself lying inside the transfer craft. Lucia and a familiar blonde-haired young man stand nearby. Their faces etched with concern as they look at you. We were just watching the mission footage. At first, we were talking about Bianca's frame, but then you just took off. You walked forward without saying a word, like you were even there. I tried to get you to stop, but it was tough. Mary had just hopped off the transport and said hello, but you just plowed right into him. Should I get started a life on the horn for you? Not right now. Thanks, though. In your hazy mind, the visions you just had remained sharp and vivid. I got to tell Hassan and Nicola about this. Regular terminals content Babylonia can be bugged. Outside the military's encrypted channels, classified intelligence is typically relayed the old-fashioned way on paper. A slightly urgent voice cuts into your thoughts. Departure's almost a go. Make sure you've got all your personal gear and all non-essential personnel need to bail out now. I'm really sorry, but would it be possible to hold off on our departure? No go. The service has been too rough, especially in your drop zone. The punching concentration is off the charts, and with these shifting winds, it's a real gamble for our flight. After I drop you, I still have to swing back and pick up another team headed for the disaster zone for rescue ops. I hear you. As your mind races through various possibilities, you catch sight of Murray getting ready to disembark. Just give me 10 minutes, please. 10 minutes before we take off. Thanks. Murray! Great Raven Commandant? Do you need something else? The young blonde man turns, a puzzled smile on his face. I still think you should check out the start of life. What even sorry. I put vital information. This is crucial. Please get this ship to either Sulika or Nicola. Hold on, let me see. What's this? Okay. You're not entirely sure this young man can be trusted, but given Lee's connection to him, along with his fragments Nicola once mentioned, he seems like the only option left. Yeah, even though he's Lee's brother, he is not gonna lie, very sus. So at least this is far safer bet than a transport robot trying to transmit it through the terminal. And the chip to Murray. Dust motes hang in the harsh artificial sunlight. A cloud drifts past, and blinding pinpricks of light pierce your vision. Everything around you feels surreal. Murray stands before you, his image shimmering under the intense glare. Alright, but I'll hit you up on the terminal later. Murray steps off the transport of the chip, completely bewildered by what just happened. With a deafening roar, the transport slowly pulls away from Babylonia. Oh my god, so much already. I'm like nervous, sweating.